Howdy, folks. Welcome back to the StockCharts TV studio here in Redmond, Washington. I'm your host, Grayson Roze, Chief Strategist at StockCharts.com. Happy New Year. So good to be back, rocking in the studio with you. We did last week's video from my home office because the team was a little bit distributed, but we are back. We are in the saddle here in the studio, and it feels so good. We're kicking off 2026 with a bang. Now, if you missed last week's video, you got to go back and check that out. We just rolled out some new features on the SharpCharts workbench, specifically something called the workbench drawer. I absolutely, positively love this feature. It is so cool. Allows you to kind of split the workbench into two halves. It's a fantastic feature, really kind of helping you level up, just beyond charting. It's not just about the charts on that page anymore. We've got all these tools down at the bottom, and that new workbench drawer gives you access to kind of multiple things all at once. Very cool new feature. So if you haven't checked out that video, make sure that you go back and you give that thing a watch. This week, though, we are back at it again. We are doing another new feature that has just rolled out on the StockCharts platform. So excited to dig into it with you today. Now, especially because today we're highlighting something that's part of the most powerful set of tools and features on the StockCharts platform. I'll be honest with you. The charts are important. The charts are powerful, right? The charts matter. We're StockCharts.com, so obviously the charts have to matter. But if you ask me what is the most powerful feature on StockCharts, I'm not going to tell you it's the charting. I'm going to tell you it is the scan engine. It's the ability to take any criteria that fits your personal approach to the markets, package that up, bundle that up, and instantly scan the entire market for stocks or funds, any sort of asset class that fits that criteria you are looking for. That is the secret sauce that truly makes StockCharts fly. Now, I get this question a lot, right, from people who have just signed up for StockCharts. They say, hey, Grayson, I just joined StockCharts, or, I joined StockCharts recently. I'm trying to get up and running with the platform. What are some of the tools that I need to be using? Of course, I'm going to tell you about the charts. I'm going to tell you about the chart list, all that good stuff. But I'm going to point people to the scan engine. I always say that. That's my first answer. You're probably not using the scan engine enough if you've recently joined StockCharts. I'll be honest with you again, though. This is the day of honesty. The issue with the scan engine is that there's a lot to learn. There's so much power there, but there's a lot to learn. You really have to learn kind of the ins and outs of getting up and running with scanning. You have to learn how to write those scans. You have to think through also, what criteria actually matters to you. So it can be a bit of a hurdle to jump over for some people when they try to get up and running with scanning. But thankfully, for the last couple of years, we've had a great answer, a great solution to that problem. A couple of years ago, we introduced something called the Sample Scan Library. Now, the idea here is not revolutionary. Let's take some of the most popular common scans that folks are running, things that we know the sort of average person is interested in seeing. Let's put those scans into a collection, into kind of a one-stop shop, and let people run those scans without having to worry about customizing them, without having to worry about running any custom code or modifying anything, any of that kind of thing. Let's just package all of these up and make it incredibly easy to start scanning in just a couple of clicks. So that is our sample scan library in a nutshell. It is the starting place for scanning. It is the sort of first stop along that scanning journey. And it is truly an incredible resource because it takes things that are so common, so important, things that you probably want to start scanning for if you were going to jump into the scan engine. It takes all of those, it puts it all in one place, and you don't have to worry about that big hurdle of learning to write your own custom scans. So the Sample Scan Library, an incredibly important resource. That is what we have just taken, I would say, to the next level with the latest update. So what we've recently introduced is some custom filtering tools on that Sample Scan Library that are going to let you start to customize those scans just a little bit. So long intro, but let's jump over to StockCharts and let's take a look at these new tools and features that have just been added to our Sample Scan Library. All right, everyone, so we are here on the Sample Scan Library. Now, if you want to navigate your way to this page, head up to the top of any page around the StockCharts platform. Look for that Scans and Alerts menu in that big blue bar. and you're going to select Sample Scan Library. You'll also see that little new label there because we've recently enhanced this thing with some new functionality. Now, if you've been using the Sample Scan Library for a long time, things might look just slightly different. We've also kind of reorganized the tabs. We've restructured this page a little bit to make it even easier to navigate. So first and foremost, before we take a look at those new filtering tools that have just been added, let's just kind of run through how this thing works, how it's organized. Up at the very top, you'll see that you have these different tabs, different groups of sample scans. So you might even want to use the sample scan to simply pull up common groups of stocks. You want to see the S&P 500 or 100 or the NASDAQ 100 members. Maybe you want to pull up the sector ETFs, different things like that. You can actually use this page to quickly and easily pull up those different groups. All you have to do is find the scan that you want to run and hit the run button. It's quickly going to return all of the results that match that. So in this case, you can see if you want to see all of the 100 stocks in the S&P 100, you just hit that run button. You've got all of them back right now. You can actually see charts from here, so you can breeze through some charts. You can see mini charts of all of these if you want to get kind of a quick view of them. You can edit this scan. You can actually download these results. You can also, most importantly, save this list to your account. So if you wanted to create a chart list that's full of all of the S&P 100 members, this is one of the easiest, quickest ways to do it. You run that sample scan, you hit Save to Chart List. That's going to let you store these in your own account. So that's kind of a quick run through on how that thing works. Now you also do have the ability to edit any of these scans. So if we click over to a tab that's got maybe a little bit more going on, we'll do moving averages in the correct order. If you hit the edit button, and then I also like to hit the reformat button down there at the bottom, this will actually take that sample scan, it'll put it over in the workbench for you in the advanced scan editor, and it'll show you all of the syntax, as we call it, that goes into that sample scan. This is a great way to start kind of learning how these scans are built. You can also save them to your own account from here if you want to start to modify them, add any other criteria. Again, the whole point of the sample scan library is that it's a great intro into the world of scanning. And so this is kind of how you can take that sample scan library and start to turn it into a resource for learning how the advanced scan engine works. So you do have the ability to edit that. That said, in a lot of these cases, you don't need to edit the scan. The scan is what it is, and it's really, really easy to just run these, especially with this new filtering UI that we're going to take a look at in just a sec. So you got all these different tabs, predefined groups, new highs and new lows. That's also going to include things that are outperforming the market, making new relative highs. That's a very, very important section of this page. We've got all of these different scans for technical indicators. You can see we've got new groups for bullish moving average formations, bullish volume patterns, bullish scans. This is going to include more traditional technical indicators. The same thing over on the bearish side for all of those different groups as well. Then we get into some chart patterns, different candlestick patterns and things like that, as well as P&F patterns. And finally, at the very end, we've got the By the Experts section. This is where we have some scans from folks like myself, Dave Keller, our company president, Chip Anderson. We've got some other ones in here as well. So lots and lots that you can pour over. And again, the whole idea is that you can run these scans without having to customize any criteria yourself. Makes it incredibly easy. Always a great thing to show people because this really and truly is the first stop along your scanning journey. It is the best place to start with scanning. And maybe, in some cases, it's even where you end with scanning. Maybe this page does enough for you, especially with some of these new tools that we've just added. And so maybe this is where your scanning journey ends. You just want to run these scans for different things. The other part of this, too, is that it's a collection that is always growing, always changing. The whole point of the sample scan library is that it is not fixed in time. We are continuing to add and expand these different groups, add new categories as well. That's also happened over time. So, this is definitely a resource. If you check it today, you come back a week, 2 weeks, 3 months, whatever it is, come back at some point in the future, there's a good chance that this thing is going to look a little bit different because we're constantly massaging this thing, constantly evolving it, constantly adding new scans. So, again, could be, where your scanning journey ends if you like the way that this thing works. Especially because we've recently added some new functionality, as I keep hinting at. So one of the other things that is new on this page, in addition to that kind of structure and some of the new scans that we've added, you'll notice that up here in kind of the top left corner as we scroll down, we've got a purple button that says Show Filters. So one of the little pieces of feedback that we got on the sample scan library was, hey, these are great scans, but because they're sort of looking at the entire universe of everything that's out there, I'm getting a lot of results back, and in some cases, they're things that I'm not interested in. Maybe I don't trade ETFs, I only look at stocks, but I'm getting ETFs coming back. Whatever the sort of things that you're looking for, we got that feedback along the way since releasing this page a couple of years ago. It would be great to be able to kind of slim down the list or the universe that these sample scans are looking at. So with the new filtering interface, the new filtering tools that we've recently added, you can now start to add in some custom filters for these sample scans. This is, I would say, kind of the next level up of the sample scan library, right? So you're taking these scans that are common, that are popular, that are powerful and important, these scans that you can run really, really easily, and you're adding a couple of little filters to define the universe that you're going to be scanning against. So let's take a look at specifically what we've added in here. Once you hit that big purple button up there at the top left corner, you'll see that the filtering sidebar kind of pops out from the left side of the screen. Now this is similar to shopping websites, or if you've ever browsed something like Redfin or anything like that that's got lots of different filters. That's kind of where we've actually drawn some inspiration for this thing. So as you can see as we run down here, all of these different menus give you different controls over the kind of group that you're going to be filtering against. So you're going to be running any of the scans from the center of the screen, but you're going to add in these additional little pieces of criteria in the background to slim down the universe that you're looking at. So instead of looking at all of the US indexes, which is the default for this page, you might want to only look at something like the S&P 500. Maybe you only want some of those large cap names. Maybe you only want consumer discretionary names. You're looking specifically at that sector. Maybe you only want things that have a scooter score kind of in the top half. So let's say you only want things that have a scooter score above 60. That's our StockCharts technical rank. That's going to guarantee that you're getting some strong names coming back here. Maybe you only want names that are above a $20 billion market cap. You can continue to fill out this whole criteria area, this whole filters area, with any of the criteria that makes sense to you. And you got lots and lots of different options. You can do all of these, you can do none of these. The only one that's kind of required is up here at the very top, the index membership. But you fill this out, then you can hit apply and close, and then all you have to do is run any of the sample scans. So if I pop that actually back open, you'll see that it stays there kind of fixed. All of that criteria that you set is actually going to stay with you. And so next, all you have to do is run any of these sample scans that you are interested in. It's going to take those filters that you've added, it's going to combine it with that sample scan, and it's going to give you any results that come back. So let's say we want to use our moving averages in correct order scan. That's going to give us a nice sort of set of trending charts. We hit run there. What we've got now are 13 results that have come back. You can actually see the filters that we've added up here at the top as well. So you've got the name of that sample scan that we've run. In this case, we're running S&P 500 names in the consumer discretionary sector with a scooter above 60, market cap greater than 20 billion. We can see all of that here in the little scan filters area. But we've got 13 names now that are all going to look really, really good. We know these are going to be steady trenders. They've got those moving averages in the proper order. We've got a scooter score above 60, and these are going to be generally larger names, again, all coming from the S&P 500 and the consumer discretionary sector specifically. So we can now drill into the charts for any of these. If any of them look interesting to us, let's take Amazon because actually it's setting up beautifully right now. We can simply open that up, give that chart a click, and we're off to the races. We've now found a strong stock in a sector that we're interested in with some other filters that we care about, and we found that in just a minute. Really, really easy to do those kinds of things here from that sample scan library. Again, just like we looked at earlier, you can save these to your own account. You could edit the scan criteria if you want to keep adding some more custom filters. Anything that you want to do, you can do it here from those that results page there that comes up as soon as you run one of those scans. So a very, very powerful addition here to our sample scan library, being able to add in some of those custom filters. Again, this is a collection that just keeps growing. We're only sending this thing in the right direction, kind of up and to the right here. We're only adding more scans to it. You'll see this collection continue to evolve and grow over time. If you've got any ideas, anything that you would love to see here in the sample scan library, let us know. We're always open to ideas. Reach out to our support team, support@stockcharts.com. Let us know what you would love to have here in the sample scan library. But I am just thrilled with this filters edition. I think it's a great evolution of the sample scan library. So hopefully this is going to bring some new scanning power to you. Whether you are brand new to the scan engine or even if you've been using it for a long time, take a look at this page. There's still a lot there. Maybe you get some inspiration from some of these sample scans that you hadn't thought to write yourself. So lots and lots of different ways to use this page. Now, I'm letting the cat out of the bag a little bit here with this announcement, but I'm excited about it, so I got to do it. This is setting the stage for some other enhancements that are going to be coming to the whole scan world very, very soon. Thinking about those filters, additional pieces of criteria, making it easier to write these scans if you're new to the scan engine, or even if you've been using it for a long time. We've got some very exciting things rolling out on the scan engine very soon, rolling up on that scan workbench. So, of course, this is going to be the place to hear about it all. We're going to cover all of those new features, everything that's happening around the StockCharts platform. This is where we're going to do it here on StockCharts TV. So be sure to give this video a like because that helps us out. But be sure to subscribe to the channel so that you're up on all the latest, everything that's happening here on StockCharts and on StockCharts TV. Of course, in addition to all the other great content that we have from so many expert technical analysts. Always something happening here on StockCharts TV, but especially if you're a StockCharts user, this is the place to hear about this stuff first as soon as it launches. So very excited about what we got coming out later this month, but also the rest of the year. 2026 shaping up to be a huge one for us here at StockCharts.com. So really excited to share it all with you guys here on the channel. Again, my name is Grayson Roze, Chief Strategist at StockCharts.com. It's been great to be with you here back in the studio to kick off the new year. It feels good. We couldn't do any of this without you guys joining us, though, so thank you for being a part of StockCharts and StockCharts TV. Remember, if you're not currently a StockCharts member, you got to sign up. Start your new year off on the right foot. Take that free 1-month trial, level up your trading and investing toolkit, level up your charts. Take advantage of things like scans with our sample scan library or the full power of the advanced scan engine. You got so much there to work with, but you got to be a StockCharts member to do it. So visit StockCharts.com, start that free trial, kick off your 2026 on the right foot. We're going to be back again soon for more great content, more videos, more feature announcements. We got so much rolling out, of course. But until then, keep calm and chart on.